behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Piñeiro, to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Ward. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. Back deep for the Niners, Sky Moore. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Good footwork at the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through, No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Purdy on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Titans first down. It's a gain of 6.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. To throw, here's Ward. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Back to throw, Purdy. He'll try to do this himself. And he is going to have the 49ers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try to match his intensity.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
This 2nd and 4. Purdy now to throw. Open man is Jerome Jennings. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. But he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. During that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Purdy. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot it. It's incomplete.
My, maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Pollard will take it up the gut. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
In motion, the tight end. Ward. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. McCaffrey running up the middle. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Purdy. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, they picked up 5, needed 4. So to me, you know what that translates back to? Situational football and how they've been teaching it probably since OTAs and minicamps. Going over situations, know what you need, and find a way to get it.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll work down inside the 45. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second down and 6 now. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 96 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
49er first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This is McCaffrey on the give. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. This is McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Running the ball served them well all game long, and there's another example as they pick up a first down.
26-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure pressure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Christian McCaffrey. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Well, this is up and good from Pinheiro. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. Looking to put a drive together. Off the bootleg, Ward. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they have been seeking.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I'm not sure you can be more efficient on offense than to have 3 downs and have them all turned into first downs. And defensively, you've got to figure out how to slow them down. Some guys might bring more pressure. Some guys might be a little more exotic. And as a last resort, you might even call timeout and try and...
Touchdown! Alec Eilmaner from 8 yards out. And the Titans have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
That's the score, Titans 7.
So that drive, 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A throw left side for Pearson is complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 4.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are once again back in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7.
The score.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Kendrick Bourne who was able to cap things off with a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, nice move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And room to run as he's out past the 35-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
That is caught. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ward off the play fake. That's complete to DK. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Ward. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's Ward. And the throw here, that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 14-yard line.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw is Ward. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now Ward. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chigga-Conquo, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
13.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Well, San Francisco going to call their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Purdy looking to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout,
A 6-yard
as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
42-yard line.
Second down and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Back to throw, Purdy. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Final play of the half. Purdy. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hanson at our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Purdy off the play fake.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
173 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8. Play action. Now Purdy.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Purdy now to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's going incomplete.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Sky Moore.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
Titans 14.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Titans first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
And that's his second sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
From the gun, Ward. That's into the hands of Eilmanor.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
And this is 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Ward.
To the sideline and pulled in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line.
Titans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Partner, that was a lovely corner route and a lovelier pass.
Put it right there in the breadbasket, didn't he?
Just dropped it right in there.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Now a give here to Pollard.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Throwing now, Ward.
Looking there, and it's incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
To throw, here's Ward. Over the middle, he's going to find Eilmanor. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Titans first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Titans.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And here's a give to Spears.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
2nd and 6. Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides to avoid the hit.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made it in their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you, someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And throwing here, Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 33. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
49-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun, Ward. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, here's the option. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ricky Pearsall, 57 yards. And Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Titans getting set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down. A gain of 12.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's good for a Titans first down. A gain of 15. First down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 3. To throw is Ward. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Ward. Able to find the
open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, 4th quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem fazed one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The 49ers offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
With some extra bulk on that line for 3rd and inches. Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, boy. Christian McCaffrey shaken up. So hold everything here as they're going to take a look at him. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
But they need to make something happen for a chance at a comeback, and I'd say that qualifies. They took advantage of the play action pass by the offense, ran right through it, and got a big sack in a big moment.
3rd down and 13.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ward off the play fake. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Ward. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Returning it is Moore.
They get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And they will take over 1st and 10. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Purdy looking to throw.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And he showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Purdy now to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Now Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Niners will add to their 4th quarter lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Looking to put a drive together.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
2nd and 10. Ward. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And this is 3rd down.
To throw, here's Ward. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ward. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. I'll give to Pollard running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Now he's going to step up and run. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, Ward. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Slye able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
After the made field goal, here's Slye to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more.
And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Purdy.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here's Purdy. He's got his man complete to Pearsall.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Their 49-yard line.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's able to break out at one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. On 3rd down, it's Guerrero.
And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.